I arrive on the city street where Natsuki told me to meet them. Sure enough, two familiar faces appear on the horizon and greet me from afar. Plus, this is good because this mod did spend a good amount of scenes of actually showing him grow his friendship with Natsuki and Yuri. So it's good to actually be able to reflect on that by actually having him hang out with them. Outside of Sayori always being there.
Hey, Zero. Glad you can make it.
Indeed. Hope you've been keeping warm.
Hey guys. Yeah, this weather kind of came out of nowhere, didn't it? Not that I'm complaining. I love cold weather.
There is something wonderfully comforting about it, isn't there?
I agree. I'm excited for the holidays now.
So, what's the plan?
Well, Yuri and I decided to put together some money and invite everyone to a fancy restaurant.
Of course, Monica and Sarah are already off doing their own thing, so...
More food for us.
Speaking of, why didn't you join Sayori?
I didn't really want to intrude. Sarah and Monica are trying to rekindle their friendship with each other. I figured I shouldn't tag along. In other words, he wasn't invited, Yuri.
Oh, rekindle their... Ah, that's right. Monica told me about that. Things did get a bit rough as the weeks progressed. I'm not quite sure why. But it's nice to hear that they're trying to fix up their friendship again.
Jeez, so observant.
Oh, I didn't mean to speak on something I don't know anything about. I'm sorry.
Come on, Natsuki. Don't egg her on like that. It's fine, really.
I'm just teasing her. No biggie.
There is something I think you two should know, though. Monica, well, I think she got sick or something, and we had to take her to the hospital. Both of their faces instantly light up with concern. She's fine now. She just, I think she fainted or something, and you know how hasty Sarah can be with these things. But yeah, I just figured you two should know what happened.
Well, I'm glad to hear she's okay. It's pretty wild.
Same here. I've actually seen Monica faint before, so it's actually a bit relieving that she got help. She got the help she needed.
Wait, you saw her literally faint and didn't take her to the doctor? What's wrong with you?
She insisted she didn't need the help. I still stayed by her side.
Okay, don't fight. Please. This was supposed to be a good time, remember? Yeah, but what's Natsuki and Yuri's relationship without them fighting?
Yeah.
They always gotta bicker with each other. That's the plus of their friendship. They're like old women. Besides, like I said, she's okay. She also insisted that she didn't need to see a doctor. Yuri's watching out for her.
Alright. Sorry for yelling at you, Yuri. I was just worried.
And I'm sorry for making things sound confusing.
You're good. No need to get worked up over it, okay?
Okay.
No! Stay mad!
No.
No!
Hate each other. That's all you're good for.
I wanted to be mad! MC, stop breaking up the girl fight!
Stop trying to make them become better friends.
Somebody has to hold on to MC when they fight, so it's like, yeah, I know you're gonna break it up, MC, no!
Hold them back from being
I
good
will say,
person.
this is like a slight, I will say, this is slight nitpick, but yeah, I understand where the mod is coming from, where they definitely do always want, because they've done this multiple times too, when Natsuki or Yuri fight, they try to make them like instantly make up, they're always saying like, oh, I'm sorry, Yuri, and she's like, I'm sorry too, but it's like, I don't know, and I understand they're trying to be like, see, they don't fight anymore because of character development. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like Yuri and Natsuki's friendship is based around them having little arguments. And then they're like, yeah, whatever. And then Natsuki's like, you want to go get something to eat? And then Yuri's like, sure. You know, like, they don't have to constantly say sorry to one another. Like, they just... they'll have an argument and then blow past it and immediately continue to hang out. Like, it's nothing that serious to where they have to apologize. That's really my... That's always what I felt like their friendship was. Because I feel like when you get rid of that, their friendship kind of becomes boring. You know, it just kind of be like, because I feel like it's funny if they're constantly at odds with each other. Because they're clearly opposites, but like too similar at times. Great. We're all friends again.
So, where do you guys want to eat? We have more money now that we don't have to account for everybody, so we can splurge a bit.
There's that fancy restaurant down the street. Wanna go to that?
Sure, let's try it out.
Like Natsu and Gray in Fairy Tail, always fighting but will lay down their lives for each other. Exactly. Yeah, or like Zoro and Sanji in One Piece. You know, it's like they're always fighting, but they obviously, you know, actually have respect for each other and can actually care about one another, you know, something like that. I feel like that's how their dynamic should be. Like, they'll talk shit to each other all the time, but, you know, obviously they'll just let it, they'll just blow under they'll just the water under the bridge, I guess what the word is. Roll off their back, that's what I meant to say. They'll just let it roll off their back and then continue to hang out. Three of us walk into what is essentially a whole other world of refined elegance. The ambience is set with soft, dim lighting that casts a warm yellow glow across the dining area. The maitre d', as Yuri called them, greets us with a warm smile and guides us to our table. Hey, you guys don't feel a bit nervous, do you?
Nervous? I don't feel nervous.
Nervous as in we look too poor to be in here? Look at how we're dressed compared to everyone else. There are a few people dressed in suits and fancy dresses, which does make us stand out a bit. But it's also snowing outside. I don't think we'd be ridiculed for looking the way we do at the moment. I'd say we're fine. Paying customers, aren't we? The waiter comes by, introduces herself, and hands us menus. We all order a glass of water, to avoid paying any extra for drinks.
What are you guys thinking of eating?
Well, I don't want to go too crazy. After all, it's your money and Natsuki's. Hey, remember what I said? We saved this up for all of us. There's plenty to go around. Alright, in that case, I'm going to get this tonkatsu. Sounds delicious.
I'm probably going to have sashimi. I haven't had that in a while.
I'm going to order a pizza. You can all share that too. Oh, I didn't even see they had pizza on the menu. I'm not trying that either. What the fuck place are they at?
They probably like a, I don't know.
They sell sushi and pizza. What the fuck? Where did they
that
go?
Place is, I kind of want to go there. That sounds awesome.
What fancy restaurant did they go to?
It's probably like Italian pizza that's like really expensive.
Maybe.
There's no way it's like normal ass pepperoni or nothing.
You said Italian though, but they have sashimi and tonkatsu. So that means it's like.
Yeah, no, I didn't say it's an Italian place. I just said the
maybe
pizza's
the
probably
pizza
like
is made-
classically
maybe.
Italian.
They're at a tourist restaurant that's partially racist. The waitress comes by after a few minutes to take our orders. What the fuck? I clicked enter and it paused. Okay. After she takes our menus away, we all sit back and relax, taking the atmosphere. Don't say it.
Don't say it.
I start thinking about Sayori and how I want to tell her how I feel. Oh my god, just hang out with Natsuki and Yuri. I was just
Yeah,
kidding.
you don't have to think about Sayori.
No, this is a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a goof. It makes sense because he's, you know, he's shy about it. It's a goof. It's a goof.
He's a goof.
He's shy because he's constantly he's down bad. It makes sense. It's a goof. It's a goof. Okay, guys, I'm going to need your help. About Sayori.
What is it?
Well, now this is kind of embarrassing. Let me guess. You want to ask her out? I'd say it's about time. Read me like a book. Yeah, that's what I need help with. If I'm being honest, I'm pretty afraid to tell her how I feel.
Why is that?
Scratch my head nervously. Well, the truth is, I already confessed to her a very long time ago. Right before she, you know. Yeah. So I kind of just didn't consider that to be a real confession. I don't think she did either. Or maybe she did. I don't know. But that's all behind me now. I know how I feel, especially now. And I want to tell her, but I don't know how. Deep down, I'm still a little scared.
Well, that's understandable. I'd be scared too if I associated my confession with something so horrible.
Yeah, me too. I had a lot of guilt in my head after Sayori saw us working together on the festival cupcakes.
That's right. You had mentioned that Sayori might felt jealous or something.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I'm glad you guys understand me. But I don't want to be stuck feeling scared anymore. I really, really like her. And I'm just trying to figure out the right thing to ask.
Well, boyfriendless Natsuki and I can try to give you a feminine perspective.
You didn't need to throw in the boyfriendless part. Well, I still think you guys can provide some good insight. I do think I should go about it. Well, just remember to take our advice with a grain of salt.
I agree. Proceed with caution, Zero.
Well, you could try being straightforward and honest. No kitty crap where you drop hints or dodge a topic. Just say, hey, I really like spending time with you. Would you like to be my girlfriend?
Well, that's a good approach. Being sincere and respectful is important. But it's a little basic, don't you think? Sayori and Zero have been spending plenty of time with each other. There needs to be a bit more passion in there. Makes seem different from other times you've asked her to spend time with you. Maybe say, "Oh, Sayori, fair maiden of sunlight, let thy heart be swayed by the depths of my affection. My love for you burns brighter than 1,000 suns."
Jeez Louise, Yuri, calm down. This isn't a romance novel.
Right. Like, got carried away there.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm saying that. I do get what you mean, though. That's not bad advice. I just don't want to go overboard either. Sayori's a pretty simple girl.
What about a love letter or poem?
I don't know. Not very good at writing poems.
But it'll be from the heart. That's what matters here.
Also, yeah, wouldn't they know that he's not good at writing poems? You guys have read his poems. We know. We read them. Missed opportunity for that line. Where you'd be like, I know, I'm not so good at writing poems. And Yuri being like, trust me, we know. Like, well, hey. Right. Did I just say something like, Sayori, I really, really like you. I'd like for us to become more than just friends.
That's a little bit boring.
Yeah, could be a little better. They both grumbled themselves, but loud enough for me to hear. Hey, I'm trying my best here. Just like sitting here, like, not liking this. Like, what are they doing? It's like critiquing this man's fucking attempt.
I think the point is that it's coming from you. It's a confession that you're making your own. But if you'd like to make it memorable, maybe take her to a place you and her find special.
Yeah, then from there, you can just tell her how you feel. Even if you sound dumb, I'm sure she'll think it's super sweet.
So I guess just to personalize it in a way?
Exactly. Sure, she'll accept your confession. I can really tell she likes you.
Well, okay. Maybe I'll do it tonight. Maybe tomorrow instead.
It's almost out. This weekend is the time you have to do it.
Okay, I'll try my best.
My next question is a bit more embarrassing. What do you do when a girl says yes to a confession?
Huh? You mean you don't know?
Do you?
Of course I do, you dumb... Well, I have a good idea of what you're supposed to do.
Which is?
I don't know, you... a hug or something?
Well, normally you two would share a kiss, but sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes Natsuki's right. All you do is hug and express your feelings to each other.
I'm talking to myself as I take a sip of water. You guys make it sound so easy.
Well, duh. Neither of us really have experience with things like this. I'm just going off what I've read in manga.
And I'm just going off what I've seen in romance novels.
At least it isn't from your horror novels.
If I was pulling information from there, this conversation would be very different.
How so?
That would be a spoiler.
Right. Shortly after our conversation finished, our food arrives. See, it's like, this is a really cute scene. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is adorable. But on the same level, I'm still kind of agree with what someone else said in chat, and kind of what I said last episode, where I'm like, this still feels like this should have been like before the reset or something. Like, I don't know, like, or maybe like it feels weird that we're just back to like basic ass. All right, so I have to find a way to fall in love with, find a way to confess to Sayori. You know, like, it just feels weird. Like, after we had like the big climax of the reset, we're just like immediately back to this hanging out, talking, and it just feels like we're back in the beginning of the mod again. Because like I heard this mod has side stories, and I'm almost like, couldn't they have put this in a side story? Finish up our meals and sit back in our chairs practically at the same time. I hit the spot.
Hey, nobody would oppose if I take the rest of this pizza home, right?
Not at all. Take all the leftovers you like.
Perfect, because I was going to do it anyway.
Natsuki waves down a waitress to ask for a takeout box. Here and I receive the bill and sort out the amount we need to pay.
All right, that should cover it. Is everyone ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. That reminds me, are you going to play the side story 0? Sadly, I do not think I will, because we've been on this mod for way too long. And honestly, with how long this mod is, I'm not being rude or anything. Like, I don't think this mod's bad by any means. But, like, I kind of feel fulfilled almost. If anything, a little too fulfilled with how much content is already in the base story. It's kind of a similar feeling I had towards Redux. XC Music Redux, except with Redux, it was more so I had more of a negative opinion of the mod, so I kind of didn't want to delve into the side stories. With this, I kind of feel like this mod is long enough to where I don't think I need the side stories. It's like if Blue Skies had side stories. I'd be like, I don't need more of Blue Skies. That's long enough as it is. You know, it's like, I don't think I need more of this. I'm not gonna lie. The three of us walk into the brisk outdoors and immediately cross our arms to try and preserve the warmth of the restaurant. So what do you want to do now?
Well, my suggestion would be for you to return home and get ready to talk to Sayori.
I agree. You gotta mentally prepare yourself. Suddenly, I want to spend more time with you guys.
That's sweet, Zero. Stop being a baby.
Good one. Yuri stares at me sternly. Doesn't even show a hint of playfulness. Okay, I'll try to do it tonight.
Great. You can always text or call me if you need any help.
Same goes for me. If you're really not feeling up to it today, then try to do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do my best. Thanks, guys. There's one where it's a crossover with Komi Can't Communicate. Yeah, see, that's not really making me want to play it. Like, no offense to Komi or anything. I'm just saying, that's not really a selling point for me. I feel like you have to understand who you're talking to. You're telling this to the guy who says that he already is. I'm already picky with my references in DDLCMods, so I'm like, it's not really an advertisement for me. All right. So, first things first, I'll call her. No, wait, shoot. I should bring her something. And they solidify it. Too late to go get flowers. Bingo, I can bake her some cinnamon buns. Rush over to my fridge as well as my cabinets to check if I have the necessary ingredients. Perfect, I've got some for my last grocery trip. Way to think ahead. I preheat my oven and get ready to bake. As hours go by and the cinnamon buns are done, clean off excess flour and other messes from my shirt and get some oven mitts. My face is blasted with both the wonderful smell of cinnamon and heat from the oven. Natsuki would be proud. Oh, crap, I didn't make the icing! Place the tray of cinnamon buns down on the counter and quickly find the ingredients needed for the glaze. Uh-oh, it's playing Poem Panic. This is not going well. Just sugar, butter, vanilla extract, and milk. I think... Crap, I have to get the icing done before the bun's cool. I don't remember how to make this thing. I could pull out my phone. Natsuki, I've got a bit of an emergency. What happened? I'm making cinnamon buns for Sayori, and I don't know how to make the icing. Jeez, really? That's the easiest part, you doofus. You not know how to look things up online? I figured I'd text the only expert I know. Alright, assume you have all the ingredients. I do. Butter, vanilla extract, sugar, and milk. Hope you have powdered sugar instead. Ah, crap. Do I? I look at my cabinets for powdered sugar. Ah, thank God. There's a small container of powdered sugar from who knows how long ago. It was probably the last time my mom made something. So much time has passed, I don't remember anymore. But it doesn't look like it's gone bad, so it's fair game. Yeah, I've got it. Perfect. Now try your best to follow along. This is where things might get tough for you. First, you melt the butter, 2 tablespoons. Then measure out 2 cups of powdered sugar. 2 teascoops of vanilla extract. And 4 tablespoons of milk. He is making this at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Why is Natsuki awake?
Well, she'd be awake at 3 in the
Like, I
morning.
just made a realization when looking at this that I was like, wait a minute, let's say 3 o'clock? Is he making this at 3 o'clock in the morning? Is Sayori even awake? And 4 tablespoons of milk. Put them all together and mix it well. You'd have a nice, tasty glaze. That's it? Expect something way more complicated. I think it's broken. What? Hello? Phone? What? Am I trapped? Hello? Oh,
Uh-oh.
there we go. Okay, that was weird. It wasn't going forward. Is that not PM? Oh, it might be. I think I was thinking his phone was army time. That might be PM. Figured a dummy like you might have found it difficult. Why is it? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, it had to load that picture, I guess. Every second you're not running, I'm only getting closer. Thanks. Oh. Thank you. The Exit Music Redux phone was very much ahead of its time. I can just sit here and just look. I like how small it is on the screen. It's not even zoomed in. It's just super small in the middle of the screen. This is beautiful. No, I didn't read that part. Go back. No, shit. No, okay, wait, wait. Okay, no, go. There you go.
You're welcome. Good luck with Sayori.
Okay, potential crisis averted. With each passing second, the cinnamon buns only grow colder. Quickly gather all my ingredients and prepare to mix them all together. Whew, done. Finish icing the last cinnamon bun and clap my hands in victory. Look pretty stunning if I do say so myself. Although a bit on the messy side. Look down at my shirt and notice I'm covered in flour, sugar, and icing. Great, but hey, maybe she'll see that I worked hard to make these and it'll make them feel more special. Just gotta be myself, right? I'm not sure if Sarah's home yet, so I decided to shoot her a text. Hey, you home?
I am. Sorry for not telling you earlier. I forgot.
That's alright, just wanted to know. Perfect time to surprise her. Gonna have her spot be on the roof where we looked up at the stars together, but there's way too much snow right now. Figured I could just tell her at her house. Yeah, I could do that. Grab a small plate from my cupboard, place a bun on it, and gently wrap it with saran wrap. Okay, here goes. He's going. Walk outside and begin to make my way through the snowy sidewalk. My heart is beating like crazy, even though I've been to her house so many times before. Guess it might be because I'm about to confess to her. That's to be continued just for the memes. I feel like there's not much left here, so I'm gonna play out the rest of this day at least. I take a deep breath and... There appears right in front of me. Holding a small white box. Sayori, hey, I was just going over to surprise you.
Really? I was going to surprise you.
We both laugh out loud, a pretty awkward situation. There goes my surprise plan, but I think this can work out. Dang, I was hoping to surprise you with this. Sure, the cinnamon bun I made.
Whoa! You made that all by yourself? That's amazing. Now I feel bad about what I got you.
Wait, no, I'm sure it's just a special. What did you get me? He dejectedly opens up the box to reveal... Oh, another cinnamon bun.
Ah, you even sound disappointed. I picked the wrong gift.
No, Sayori, that's a wonderful gift too. It's our childhood snack from a cafe we always went to. It makes it super special.
You really think so?
I do. Really nice that you thought of me when you got that. Promise.
Okay, as long as you like it.
I love it. Here, let's do an exchange. So he hands over the box to me while I hand over my plate.
You really did make that by yourself. You're all messy.
Ah, I guess I figured if you saw me like this, you'd know it was homemade.
I could already tell when I saw the cinnamon bun itself. It has a zero kind of feel to it.
It's just a nice way of saying it looks super messy, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Right. Bit of an awkward silence that takes over when I realize what I'm about to say. Everything starts flashing back to me. All of the memories we've made. The night I saved her life. Time spent in the club. It's all coming back. Sayori, there's something I've been wanting to try and redo for a very long time. Because I wanted to make sure this is how I truly felt about you. The words don't even sound like they're coming from me. My heart is pounding so loud I feel like Sarah herself can hear it. My voice begins to shake. I've been thinking about this for a long time. But I think I'm finally ready to tell you.
Tell me what?
Sayori, close my eyes. Take a deep breath. I really like you. No, I think I love you. And I'm absolutely sure about that now. I felt it for a long time, but I was also very confused and questioned myself a lot. I was always wondering if I truly felt this way about you, or if I was just trying to cope with my own guilt about everything. But in these past 2 weeks, I've slowly grown to realize that my feelings for you are real. You're always on my mind, and you make me feel like nobody else has. You're so special to me. You're my everything. I want to spend my whole life with you. You're my best friend, Sayori. And I'd like for us to move even further beyond that. I'm breathing heavily as I'm able to catch Sayori's reaction. She's tearing up, but also smiling. I brace myself for whatever rejection that may come my way.
I don't know what to say. Hearing this from you,
It makes my heart skip a beat.
Her expression changes.
I've always cared so much for you, and I remember just how much it hurt to know that you cared so much about me.
My heart skips a beat as I realize that I've maybe said the wrong thing.
I thought that if I just stopped being selfish, kept these feelings to myself, it would be easier for the both of us. But I don't feel that pain anymore. Feels like a dream come true now.
Takes a step closer to me.
You make me feel so loved. You're always there for me, even when I can't begin to express just how much that means to me. You're my sunshine on my cloudiest days. I can't imagine my life without you.
I promise I'll always be here for you. You don't have to rush anything, but I'm now making a promise to fully commit to you. And I want us to walk this journey together.
I want to be with you too. And I'm really glad you're so understanding.
Very slowly walks over for a hug and I wrap my arms around her. Her heart is beating just as hard as mine, which I find pretty cute. You got excited, didn't you?
Of course I did.
So, I've never actually confessed to anybody before. How'd I do?
You did wonderfully.
Guess that makes us official.
I guess it does.
We break our hug and look at each other awkwardly. So, I don't actually know what we're supposed to do after this.
Neither do I. We'll take it step by step, okay? I don't want anything to change between us.
Sounds like a plan to me. So how about that hot cocoa then?
That sounds amazing. Come on over.
Was that it? I quietly jump up in the air out of pure joy. Guess that makes me Sayori's boyfriend now? More officially anyway, not like the weird semi-forced boyfriend I was a few months ago. This one feels more real. Walk into Sayori's house, I always have feels. Walking into Sayori's house, walking into Sayori's house like I always have feels different this time. Not sure what it is. It's like she says, things just stay the same as they've always been. Being a boyfriend is just a label, isn't it?
Do you like marshmallows in your hot cocoa?
Sure, why not? Sarah nods and walks over to the kitchen to heat up some milk. Can the mod end now? I look over at chat. I see everyone sending the little dino dance, and then I just see, can mod end now? That's mean. That was a good confession though. That was a cute little scene. It's like, I give the confession credit because it knew that like we already had MC's like MC's like heartfelt confession-esque scene in this mod already. So they kind of just had him be like, kind of just made him just really just, say, hey, I still love you and everything. And she's just like, yeah, I love you too. And he's like, oh, is that it? Like, it's kind of funny. I like that. That was cute. So casual about this. Just confess my love to her. She's now making me hot cocoa. Also, it's just kind of funny because I feel like the mod is also kind of going by the fact that they're like, they were basically together already anyway.
Yeah, we just made it official.
That's a good thing, right?
What's a good thing?
Huh?
What's a good thing?
Oh, did I say it out loud? Dang.
What's the matter? You're not still feeling embarrassed at confessing your love to me, are you?
What? How can you say that so casually?
Just teasing you. I kind of just like hearing how it sounds, too. Makes you feel kind of fuzzy.
I guess it makes me feel that, too. I gotta be honest. It almost doesn't feel real.
Oh? Why not?
Well, that's silly. Not really worth anything talking about.
Hey, you can tell me.
Back to the fight we had 2 weeks ago now. He's right. Can't hold these feelings in anymore. Remember when I told you about that one girl that ditched me when I asked her on a date?
Yeah?
I guess the paranoia from that experience has stopped me from fully embracing this. Like, I know you're not her. You're different. You're better. I forget about that story. I have no idea what he's talking about, but I'll pretend like I remember.
You remember. We know you do.
I guess there's that part of me that's still afraid. And then with how I stopped myself.
How what?
The last time I told you I loved you. It didn't go well. Claire walks up to me and stands very close.
I understand. I still feel horrible for doing that to you. tried to think about it, but I try not to think about it, but I always get some sort of reminder. But I understand why you'd be so afraid now. I'd be scared too. All I can do now is tell you that I'm right here. I want nothing more than just be with you here, in this moment.
Sayori places her hand on my cheek.
It's okay to be scared for me. And for yourself, too. But I can assure you, I'm yours now. And I'll be okay. I'll carry on for you.
Puts my hand on hers. I'll do the same. I trust you, Sayori. Her and I place our heads together and embrace once again. Now the reality is starting to really set in. Sayori's my girlfriend now. Feels the same way as I do. I hug her tightly. I'm so glad I'm able to hold on to you like this.
Me too.
Make the hug last as long as possible. Trying to show my inner self that Sayori's right here. And she isn't going anywhere. After a few minutes, we separate and both sigh. Oh shoot, is that milk boiling over?
Eh? Ah, it is!
So I runs off to the kitchen to save the milk. I chuckle to myself as I walk over to help her. After a few minutes, Sarah and I have 2 perfectly warm cups of hot cocoa with some mini marshmallows inside. I very vaguely remember that. Such an odd thing to bring up again. That's where I'm like, I don't even think this is a case of being like, because, you know, it's been so long since I played the mod. It's like, I think it was just, he mentioned that, I feel like, at least like once. Like, I don't think that was like a constant thing he talked about. Like, it seems like a random thing to even include. So he has abandonment issues, I guess, or like rejection, PTSD, I don't know. Sarah and I sit on one of the couches and she calls up next to me. So, how do things go with Monica today?
It was great. Monica seemed so happy to hang out with me after all this time. She almost seemed like a new person, but not in a bad way at all. Really nice to see her this genuinely happy.
You don't think she was happy most of the time?
Well, she had her moments, but I feel like she wasn't truly happy for a while. A lot of stress on her mind and all that.
Yeah, I could see that. You still going ahead with the festival on Monday?
Oh, that's right, she is! She said we could share poems and stuff just like we would have at the first festival.
Well, wasn't the original idea of the festival designed to recruit more members?
Mm-hmm. This time, I think she just wanted to celebrate us as a club instead.
I see. Well, that's nice. Is there anything special I should bring?
Just a poem for us to present.
You'll be okay with presenting a poem?
I should be, but thank you for thinking about that. You're always making sure I'm doing okay, aren't you?
Of course, dummy. That's what I'm here for. I give Sayori a light noogie.
Hey, come on. I can't reach you to noogie you back.
Alright, how about you give me back some other way?
Staring contest. Whoever loses has to get slapped.
Oh, somebody's going to have red cheeks by the end of this, and it's not going to be me.
We'll see about that. Ready? Go!
I hope everyone's playing along at home. I have to read! What? Hey! I was winning! Aw, crap. My eyes are starting to dry up. I get my eyes open as I ask Sayori a question. Hey, Sayori.
Yeah?
Can we attempt to make each other blink?
Ooh, you mean street rules?
Sure. Street rules. Street rules.
Alright, but I'll warn you, I was known as Poker Face Sayori in middle school. Rah! Ah! Oh, no fair. That was in the middle of a sentence.
Street rules, remember? I lightly tap Sayori's face enough to make a sound, but not enough to actually hurt her.
You sure want that to be your slap? No takebacks.
Oh, well, I didn't want to actually hurt you.
Okay. Ready for round 2?
Are you?
Go!
Snap my fingers. Doesn't flinch. Impressive. Okay, this is like cute and all, but also like, what is happening right now? This mod never ends.
We have fluff now forever. Infinity.
That's where I'm like, I thought they were gonna have the cocoa, and then it was gonna cut to like the next day. And now I'm like, okay, but what is like actually happening right now? We're going as long as Return of the King, says Gundam Tanaka. I lunge at her. Not a single movement. Dang. Shut up, Zero. I'm trying to win. I'm sorry.
Grah!
Shit! I blinked.
That's a win for me.
Not fair. You stole my tactic.
All is fair in love and war, Zero.
Psh, whatever. Hit me with the best you've got. Sarah looks away for a moment. I prepare myself for the incoming pain of... You kissed me on the cheek instead. Change the rules on me, huh? There was no slapping at all! Boo! Fucking... Where was the slapping? We gotta go... Gotta smack him!
Oh, your cheeks are all red. That makes me the winner.
Yours are red too, dummy.
So they are. Consider this a draw.
Sure, Sayori. I spent the rest of the afternoon with Sayori and even had dinner with her and her mom, too. We haven't told her the news yet, but I think she's always kind of known we'd eventually end up together. Sarah's with me now, walking me home. Brr, now it's real cold.
You're right about that, but I kind of like it.
Me too.
It's been a wonderful evening, Zero. I really enjoyed spending time with you.
I'm glad to hear that. I had a great time too. Sarah and I stop at her usual meetup spot. Sarah looks down shyly, fidgeting with her fingers.
I was thinking, maybe, if it's okay with you, we could, spend the night together?
I blink a few times, trying to process what she just asked. Sayori, why are you asking it like this is the first time you slept over?
It's different now that we're boyfriend and girlfriend, okay?
Guess that's a good point. You're also the one who said nothing should change between us.
Yeah, but boyfriend and girlfriend, sleeping in the same bed. In Yuri's novels, they usually leads to stuff that I don't think I'm ready for.
Blink my eyes a few times again. You're not joking with me again, are you?
No, I'm serious.
Well, I'm not going to do anything you're not ready for. That's the bottom line. I think this whole thing staying the same thing applies here too. I don't know what Yuri and Natsuki have been showing you, but this does not reflect reality.
I trust you, Zero. Just a bit different now that we're together.
Yeah, I understand that. We could just cuddle up together and enjoy each other's company. That okay?
Absolutely.
And I walk hand in hand back to my place. Even though it's something we've already been doing, it really does feel different. She says she wants things to stay the same, but I know she feels what I feel too. Then I arrive back at my warm house. The best part about the cold weather is being able to look forward to a nice warm house.
I agree. And a warm shower, too. Speaking of which, do you mind if I shower real quick?
Not at all. Go for it. I'll shower after you.
I mean, it would be more efficient if we showered at the same time, wouldn't it?
I am not falling for it this time. Get out of here, Stinky. I hand Sarah a towel and push her towards the bathroom as she giggles to herself the whole way. Some time passes and I finally get out of the shower. I notice Sayori's already turned the lights off and is in my bed staring at her phone. I can see I've already...
Going?
Huh?
I said we're still going?
Yes. I honestly thought this day was gonna end when he was like, when they were outside. I thought it was gonna end when he was like, she was just like, absolutely. And it's like, we walk hand in hand back to my place. Even though something we've already been doing, it really does feel different. Especially once they stay the same, I know she feels what I feel too. And I thought it was just gonna end and then cut to the next day. But no, we now have to show them in bed. And I'm like, oh my
I
god.
want to sleep.
I know they're also gonna show the festival too. Like, but so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much here that I'm like, where's the ending? This mod already had its climax. Like, my god. Like, again, it's like, I really do like the mod, right? And the writing here is still pretty good. It's just, sometimes you gotta know when to end. You wanted to keep going, Zero. This is on you. I said for the rest of the day. I didn't think the rest of the in-game day was gonna keep going. So you've already made yourself comfortable.
Sorry, that was cold.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm freezing too. Let me just slide in there. I slide into bed next to Sayori and turn to face her. Funny how things just kind of worked out, huh?
Yeah. I have to ask, do you really love me, Zero?
The boyfriend answer is yes, right?
Yeah. But love is a very powerful word. You can't just throw it around like that.
What do you mean?
Well,
It's only something you're supposed to say unless you absolutely truly mean it.
I do mean it, though.
Well, maybe right now you do. But I think as time goes on, that love will be tested.
Way to get all philosophical on me. Definitely slaps my arm.
What I'm trying to say is, there's no way you can fully mean it yet.
Yeah, I get you. Bit weird to think about, but you're probably right.
Not weird, it's normal.
I don't think I know a single person who could hear the words "I love you" and turn into a philosophical discussion. Meanie, that's not true. You have not met Yuri, clearly.
Yes, she would.
Sayori turns her back towards me.
What? Hey, what'd I say?
Hey, Sayori. Watch this. Trying to remember what I've seen in movies. I slide closer to Sayori and pull her closer so her back is pressing against my chest. Is this how you do it? Whatever sliver of confidence I had instantly vanishes. I'm now trying to figure out what to do.
Zero?
Yeah?
Are you trying to spoon me?
Maybe.
You're adorable. Here.
Very still with her back against my chest, reaches over and grabs my arm. Guides it around her waist and nuzzles closer to me.
There.
Sayori sighs and stirs a little. Are you okay with this?
Mm-hmm.
Intimacy of this moment is unreal. Don't even know what to think. I gently rest my chin on Sayori's shoulder. Close my eyes, trying to memorize every single detail, every sensation of this moment. Never thought a guy like me would even ever come close to this experience. Yet here I am. As I start dozing off, I begin to imagine the rest of my life with Sayori by my side. And I think it's the first time I've ever gone to sleep with a smile on my face.
Good night, Zero.
Good night, Sayori. Don't even pretend like you're over, Mod. I know you have a whole ass other day. Yeah, that's why we're stopping here. I'm sorry. We have to stop
10,
here.
I don't know.
What?
I was like, Act 10.
I was like, don't even try to pretend like you're over, Mod. I know you're not gonna be over. At least we're getting Monica's point of view, I guess. Next time. But yeah, no, that has to be a next time. Oh my god. So yeah, let me explain. Let me preface, because I feel like, like I said, all this writing is good, right? This is fine and good writing. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying. It's well written in terms of Sayori and MC's confession. At least, you know, of the things after the Monica stuff. There is some things I don't like about MC, as I've already brought up before. MC said some stupid things, but some of this stuff is fine and good. But again, it's the fact that when you put into this perspective that we just had the thing that this mod has been building up towards the entire time, that just happened, and now we're just getting like an hour of two of just normal slice of life feels very odd. Like, I don't know why this is still here, is essentially my point. It almost feels like, why are we here now? Like, I'm fine with a little bit of fluff, but I feel like a lot of this could have just been kind of fast forwarded, right? Like, I think if anything, you could have jumped to him already having lunch with Yuri and Natsuki if you wanted to keep in the him talking to Yuri and Natsuki. We didn't have to hear about him not going to Sayori and Monica, then almost deciding to go home, then Natsuki and Yuri inviting him, and then you could have just had them already talking about it. And then the confession. Like, we could have jumped around, I think was my problem. We didn't have to sit here and see every single thing. Because, like, it just feels like it's like, what are we even doing anymore? Sayori still's got to say to MC that he was her salvation before the mod could end. Like, it feels like you're just like, what is even happening right now? Like, what? Like, it's just weird. Dragon King says it does feel weird to do this after the reset and not before, but I guess that did happen. Yeah, like, it's just weird. As Chroniclist of Doom guy says, it sort of destroys any replayability if you know what happens after the climax. Yeah. It's almost as if, yeah, it's like if you have replayed the mod, most people, I feel, are probably just gonna stop. And then my other thing was, I feel it's made even worse when a lot of this stuff is here, and apparently this mod also has side stories. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm not saying a mod can't have side stories. Hell, we have side stories in our mod. I think that's fine. My point is, couldn't some of this shit be in the side stories? Because I feel like that's what a lot of that should be, right? Like, if people want to see the lives of the girls after, you know, the aftermath of after what happens here, that should be what the side stories are for. So it's like, what are some of this stuff doing here then? Like, some of this stuff feels like they should have been in the side story almost. Like, I don't know. It feels like a kind of like unnecessary padding to a degree right now. Like, it feels like it should just it feels like there's a lot of points where this mod could have easily had a nice, beautiful ending. And it just feels there's a bunch of fluff. Like, I don't know. It just feels weird. Unless something plot significant is supposed to still be upcoming. I don't think there's anything plot significant unless Monica's Monica's festival, but even with that, I feel like it's like, what plot thing could you have happen there? Unless Monica remembers and gets her epiphany again. Unless Monica gets her powers back on Monday, I don't really see the point. Like, I feel like you could have even jumped to the festival, and that could have been the final thing. Like, 'cause I feel like they should have jumped around instead of still playing it day by day like the mod's been doing. Like, I feel like we should have jumped around a little bit, I think. You know? But I don't know. That stuff aside, though, for like I said, the most part, a lot of the stuff is pretty well written. It's cute. MC and Sayori finally their confession was cute with each other. Fucking... as much as I don't like I just really don't like the placement of these scenes is really what it is. I like the scenes themselves. I find it funny. The fucking lunch out with Yuri and Natsuki was funny. You know, like he's like asking them for advice and they're kind of like giving him advice and everything. I always find that a cute little thing. I like it when mods do that, when they have like MC ask the other girls for advice about the main girl that he's dating. It's cute. You know, I'm glad the Monica's amnesia thing didn't stick around for too long. And I've already mentioned how I feel about Monica just kind of being fully reset and not remembering anything. But yeah, that's how I already mentioned that before. But anyway, that is it for now. Hopefully, the next part of Salvation is the final part of Salvation Remake. Again, I don't like saying that because that makes it sound like I'm not enjoying this mod. And it's like, I am. This is a good mod. It's just, it needs to know when to end. Because like I don't want it to sound like I don't like it, because it's like I do like this mod. This is a good mod. It just has some problems, like knowing when the fuck to put up the ending. That's really all it is. But anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to play this for yourself, the link will be in the description down below. This has been Zero. Peace.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side.